Everyone, March 2nd. Oh, it's gambling addiction sucks. I'll just say that. I'm ashamed. I broke down yesterday and for no reason threw away like $100 basically on betting on a soccer game and like how many quarter kicks there were going to be every 5 minutes or something completely ridiculous. Really hate myself for being so weak and not understanding that no betting means no betting and stop, right? So in order to fix that and to not have that problem, uh, it was discussed in comments in a previous video, and I will continue to abide by this, which is, hey Ken, if you're really going to stop betting, you got to stop messing around and doing all the algorithms all the time. It's too juicy and and sweet of a lured temptation to have to do this every day and then not try to make some financial action on it. And you're right. So there haven't been updates in almost everything in many days. And I haven't had any requests to buy any really. The requests have been very sparse. So I'm taking the cue from everyone because that is helpful to me in my path to recovery and not betting on sports. I mean, there was a time before when the apps didn't exist, where it wasn't so easy. I remember having to drive from Virginia to West Virginia to make a bet not that long ago, like a few years ago. Like it wasn't that long. And I mean that even that's ridiculous because normally you couldn't even do that. You used to have to like drive to New Jersey, I think, to make bets. I don't know. I've never done that. But point is although I have driven to Atlantic City in the past, point is all this that there was a time before like having the availability to make action at any point on any sporting event at any given time, at any second, on any app, almost anywhere in the country. There was a time when that didn't exist. Unfortunately, now that time it does exist right now. And unfortunately for me, I cannot handle the temptation of seeing this open, fluid market and not making action on it. But I'm too impulsive and terrible at gambling, and I will always be a loser at gambling. But that's okay. Almost everybody's a loser at gambling. It's the whole point of odds makers making lines because they make lines really bad so that if you win, you don't get paid. You know, that's what the point of this is. Anyway, I'm not offering the quick sale of the algorithms anymore. If you want one, you have to contact me and understand that every time you ask me to do something, I'm going to probably ask for more money than normal because I'm not doing them. I mean, I need to be generating more income, so I will accept money to do work, but I'm going to look at it at like, I can tell that not a lot of people want to buy just one Excel file for like $59, which I had put it up as because I'm trying to price it as something appropriate when you understand that you would be updating this thing every day and it's for a sport you're really into and you want to follow and you wanted to build a model anyway. And it's great for that. I mean, look at Inter Miami winning this game by a ton, 5-0 today. These soccer games are I'm just glancing at soccer because I set up soccer for the new year for the first time, changing stuff around, and this at least worked out, but other things did not work out. We had LA Football Club winning and Real Salt Lake beat them 3-0. So that wasn't good. Here, Minnesota did not win. They tied the Columbus Crew. So this thing, obviously, early in the season, is going to be messy. Anyway, I'm not, yeah, I took these down from the store on kenberberman.com because I have got to get on a path to recovery. I succeeded today in no betting. Will I succeed tomorrow? Will New England beat Toronto tomorrow in soccer? Those questions and more will be answered tomorrow. And I'm only got 3 hours left to go that I don't have to bet on sports. I think I'm going to get there. I've got other work to do. That's the other thing. If you need to break addiction, you have to kind of replace it with something else. Hopefully you don't replace it with another addiction that is worse. You replace it with something positive. I've got a lot of work to do on a few different fronts. And so I'm going to do that. and leave sports alone. But if you're wondering where the algorithms went, they went the way of my gambling problem, which is out of the forefront of my life. And that means definitely not updating them. For those of you who still need MLB for the rest of the year, or to get it started, I do have to do something for you. There's only a couple of you. But now if somebody else wants MLB, contact me and just offer it like you were offering a friend to do some work for you for a few hours. And you wanted them to come over and help you do some heavy lifting for a few hours. Think about that when it comes to, hey, Ken, can I get your MLB model for the year? The answer to that question is, yeah, I can send you an old one for not a lot of money, but then I don't want to answer your questions or talk about it or do anything with it. Is that what you want? No, you don't want that. You want a new version that's current and up to date and ready to go for the new season, which involves updating a lot of player names. That takes hours. And hours of time, that adds up, especially when, it adds up. So that's why I put a price of like $150 up there is what I'd put for that for a subscription from now until the middle of April. I didn't sell any of them. I had people that purchased algorithms of mine in the past that wanted a discount on MLB. Those are the only people that bought MLB. So I know we're only in spring training, but how on earth can I justify updating this thing an hour plus, tracking it daily to get this thing right when nobody's really bought it? And I'm taking the cue from you guys. Yeah, nobody really wants it. Or anybody who wants it doesn't really want it that bad, doesn't want to pay. I hear you. So that means that, hey, the two people that bought my baseball, I don't really want to do anything with it the rest of the year. I don't want to get it started in the new year. I don't care. It's not helpful for me because nobody buys it. So this is the video I might point you to if you ask me why haven't I sent baseball updates in a while, because this is why. It's two people. I mean, and you know why it's only two people? There are people who've bought this in the past that took it and made it their own. They don't need me anymore because they understand they just got to put New Year's stats in there. Why would they buy it from me? Again, I understand that. Okay. I don't know how many people you are out there actually using that. There are some, but whatever. So anyway, that's what happened. Success on Saturday, but failure on Friday. And failure the days before. For no reason other than, what is it? The idle mind is Satan's like field house or something. How does that phrase go? The idle mind is Satan's something. It's where Satan hangs out, in the idle mind. Yeah, not doing anything. Well, replacing that time by doing something is certainly part of the solution. And I'm glad I didn't wager today, and I'm not going to wager tomorrow. And I'm not going to wager the day after that. And we're going to keep it going.